I'll ask you, mate. Your response, mate. Your response.
I like bacon, innit? So
Yeah. What would stop you being vegan?
I don't know. That nearly stopped me there, to be fair.
Serious?
Yeah. Then at the end of the day, I like my bacon sandwich, innit? You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Yeah. Do you know what they're doing?
I don't really want to know.
You don't want to know?
I don't
Why don't you want to know? Because what?
I don't know. It's just.
Why don't you want to know?
Well, I'll be honest. I like bacon, innit? So I don't really want to see what happens because then it might put me off.
Is that a bad thing?
I mean, yeah and no. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Why is it? Why?
Well,
yes and no. Explain the yes and a no. Why is it a bad thing? Like yes.
Well, it's a bad thing because obviously it's out of order what they're doing.
Okay.
But then at the end of the day, I like my bacon sandwich, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, mate.
We had a chat, didn't we? Good lad. Looking
So,
good.
thank you, mate. So, do you think, right, that your taste pleasure justifies what's happening to them animals right there?
No, I don't. No,
Okay.
No, I don't.
So
100%.
how would you justify what's happening to them? Go over what, mate? Yeah.
Justify it.
Yeah. What would you use to justify paying for that to happen to them animals? You had one of the most animated responses to that video today.
I don't know what I could do really. You know what I mean? I don't know what I could do, but.
Do you think people go vegan because they stop liking the taste of animals, flesh and secretions?
I feel like there's definitely more to it. My mum is vegan herself.
Your mum's vegan?
Yeah, my mum's vegan
Nice.
herself.
Ethically vegan, like against animal cruelty?
Yeah, against animal cruelty and all that, yeah, 100%.
What about you? You against animal cruelty?
Yeah, I'm against animal cruelty, 100%. That's why I didn't really like seeing it, but
Mate.
that's why I think that's...
I appreciate your honesty, mate,
Yeah.
because you genuinely, like, I remember being where you was.
Yeah.
Like, I remember being like, I don't want to see because I feel like I know it would stop me.
Yeah.
And it did.
Oh,
like,
really?
I saw what you saw.
Yeah.
That was me. I was vegan, mate.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
When did you turn vegan?
How did I turn vegan?
Yeah.
I saw animals in slaughterhouses. I saw 30 seconds of the dairy industry, is what I saw. I saw this mother cow on her side. She was having her throat slashed open. And I had a really similar to your facial expression when you were like,
Yeah.
it's exactly how I felt. I was at home and that was it. I just threw everything away. I went vegan. What about you? What would stop you? Your mum's vegan. What would stop you being vegan?
I don't know. That nearly stopped me there, to be fair. I'll be
Serious?
honest. Yeah, that there really made me go, whoa, like, that's really bad.
That's why we're here.
But,
Good people do bad things because they're uneducated on it.
Yeah.
It's not your fault. You haven't perhaps never seen that before.
yeah, no, I ain't
You
seen
know?
nothing like that, no, 100%.
So but when you see it, now you're accountable for it, right?
yeah,
And although what you saw on the TV was pigs and gas chambers,
yeah,
cows, chickens, lambs, sheep,
yeah.
fish, all go through the same,
Yeah.
like, you know, torture, exploitation and murder.
Yeah.
So what's going to stop you being vegan now, mate? You can't use taste anymore. You already told me taste doesn't justify it.
I don't know. I don't know.
Why would you search really hard for a justification to not be vegan?
It's not that I don't want to be vegan. It's just more of like, I don't know.
Is this the first time you've ever thought of it?
Yeah, really. It's like the first time I've been questioned about it, really, and like,
Yeah.
I actually had a perspective on it. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be quite like hard to make me think about it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So for me, where I saw what it was,
Yeah.
I didn't really have many other questions because I saw it right with my own
Yeah.
eyes. And that footage you're seeing there is RSPCA approved. It's industry standard. Over 90, I think it's 88%. Don't quote me on that. It's around 88% of pigs are gassed.
Oh shit.
Like, what more do you need? Like, really?
That's what I mean. You're saying all the stuff that I know is 100% bad, but I don't know. Like, it's just.
If you were the victim, right?
Yeah.
And you was looking at someone like you who currently pays for you to be in that position.
Yeah.
What would you be thinking? What would you be saying?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Could you imagine? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you was being oppressed, and the person like oppressing you, or like the person paying for you to go into that slaughterhouse, was just going, I don't know, mate. I don't know. Like, how would you feel as the victim?
Well, obviously, I wouldn't want to go through that, so I'll try and fight my way out of it. Or just try and speak out, but obviously you can't. So,
all these industries are supply and demand, right?
Yeah.
So
supply and demand.
Supply and demand. When you buy one animal product or secretion off the shelf, they replace it with another.
Okay.
So because it's that system, every time you pay, you vote for this to keep happening. And it doesn't matter whether this procedure you can see here is called knocking. They smash their heads on the floor because they're not growing fast enough. They cut their teeth and tails out so they don't cannibalise on each other. Bro, you're so vegan, like I can see your responses to this. That's a growing pen, that's organic free-range growing pens for pigs. That's a piggery. That's the conditions they're kept in. And that's a truck on the way to a slaughterhouse for them to be gassed and stabbed to death. That's the gas chamber where they'll fight for their breath.
No, that bit there gets me, mate. It's to make me okay. Well,
mate, I'll tell you what, right? Stay here. It's going to come through that speaker. That's the sound. You hear that speaker?
Well, that's
the sound of pigs being gassed. Come this way, mate. That's the sound.
that one there.
Yeah.
Oh my! How old are they? Do you know?
6 months old.
6 months.
6 months old.
That's. You see, I didn't know that it was 6. Oh, okay, now that.
See what I'm saying?
That there is disgusting. But I don't know. That there is unlike. It shouldn't be done like that. I don't think it should be done like that.
How should it be done?
Well, I don't know if there's any other way to be done. It's been done like this for so long now, isn't it? So
What about if we just didn't do it?
it's going to be difficult to get loads of people to do that, you know what I mean?
What about-
I don't know, there's so many like people that obviously ain't vegan and there's people who are vegan and everyone sees it in a different way, you know what I mean?
If we all took a personal accountability for what we pay for,
Yeah.
and we all personally was against this and stopped paying for it,
Yeah.
it would stop rapid. It's all personal accountable. What if I said to you, I'm only going to stop trafficking children when everyone else does?
No, that's different.
Why? It's an adjustment. It's an injustice, right? Would you say that that's an injustice? What's happening to them pigs?
Well, yeah, it is. Yeah, it shouldn't be done like that at all. No.
How should it be done?
Well, there's no way you could say it. Like, it's all.
You got it, mate. Because you're right. It shouldn't be done.
Yeah.
What you just saw on the floor there is one of their hooves. They struggle so much to get out of that stun crate that they rip their limbs off. They burn from the inside out. That's carbon dioxide.
Yeah.
What are you justifying now to not be vegan?
There's nothing much. I don't agree with any of this 100%. I think this is not the right way to go about it.
I would argue that there is no right way to kill an animal that doesn't want to die.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with that.
I think animals should have rights. I think animals should have one fundamental right.
Yeah.
My belief is that an animal should have the right to their own life. What do you think?
100%. Well, that's why people have animals like dogs and that, because they think they should have a lot. Well, it's not really the same though, is it? Because with dogs, they don't really have that freedom, do they? They sit at home, and then when you walk them, that's when they get their freedom.
Could you imagine if there was dogs in there?
Oh, no.
And what
it would be completely different, wouldn't it? Because that's
Why-
only a pig. But then when you see it from a dog, you're like, oh, dog's at home thing, but a pig's just a farm.
What would be the difference?
There's no difference.
You got it right. They're different species. Everyone concentrates on what's different, and that's why we justify it. But I would say let's concentrate on what's similar. They express fear, joy, pain. They experience suffering. I would focus on what's similar. What do you think?
I think at the end of the day,
fear of others' opinions.
like all animals, they all have a life.
Whatever you believe in, live
but
that.
I don't think I can do much myself to stop it. But I could help out by becoming vegan myself 100%.
Yeah, mate. Can you imagine in your lifetime, right, from now to if you went vegan today, the amount you'll probably save hundreds and thousands personally. You'll probably save statistically hundreds and thousands of lives. Just you. And if everybody took that same stance on every injustice, I can't make much of a difference. Can you imagine, like the industry, like the world we'd live in, if everybody took that position?
So can you say that last bit again? Sorry, I didn't hear that last bit.
So if we all took that position, like I can't make that much of a difference in that injustice, so I'll just continue to be complicit within it.
Yeah.
Could you imagine the world we live in?
Well, that's kind of a world we live in now, to be fair. I feel like
There's loads of
quite a lot
injustices,
people-
right?
Yeah.
But this is an injustice that you directly pay for, at least 3 times a day, and it's an injustice you can have a direct impact on immediately.
Without compromising.
Immediately.
You can still reach the top without
The way you're like saying it is just making me sound like I feel like such a bad person.
Listen, mate, what I would say, right, up until today, you can't be held accountable because you've not seen this and we've not had the conversation, right? You're accountable now. That feeling where you feel guilty and bad, that's not a bad thing, right? Because that shows you've got empathy and compassion. I'd urge you to use that emotion, focus on the victim, and go forward in your life from now and consider them every time that you vote with your money, whether you buy an animal product or whether you buy a vegan option.
inner peace than knowing you
Thank you for that. I
Right,
appreciate it.
take care, mate. You've got so much information on there. Nice to meet you, bro. Have a good day, mate. Absolutely love this. Like, we're doing this outreach has been so effective already. And just had a look up and just seeing the activists just circling around the animals in the middle. It just sends the message of what vegans should be doing, and that's standing between the oppressor and the victim. As a vegan, we need to be activists and we need to defend these animals. And that ring surrounding them animals in that crate is so symbolic of vegan activists standing between the oppressor and the victim, defending animals and fighting for their liberation. It's really powerful and really inspiring to see.